The participants are required to enter the Zoom meeting 15 minutes before the scheduled time. If they are unable to join on time, they must inform our contact person. Second, the participants must change their display name to name underscore student number or NRP. You can see the example shared by our committee on the chat box. Later, before the breakout room session, you have to change your display name by adding the partner university name at the front. Third, the participants are encouraged to use the virtual background which we have attached to the email. If there is any technical problem, it is allowed not to use the virtual background. Fourth, the participants must mute their microphones during the session unless allowed by MC. And fifth, the participants have to turn their camera or video on as a requirement to get stamp for it. Sixth, if there are any questions, the participants can drop the questions in the chat box using the available format sent by our committee, or use the raise hand feature and wait until the MC or moderator allows them to speak. And last, the participants have to fill out the attendance form and feedback form as a requirement to get stamp for it. Please note that each link will be closed 30 minutes after being shared by our committee. So now, please fill the attendance form that's shared by our committee in the chat box. And please remember that you will be not able to fill it once the form is closed. And while we are waiting for the participant to fill out the attendance form, I will explain briefly about what our event is. So Let's Study Abroad, or LSA, is a discussion and consultation session by ITS university partners from all around the world for all student levels. And the special thing about LSA May edition is that we are open for ITS alumni because there will be information for the one who is interested or planning to register for postgraduate programs abroad. So today, we have representatives from three of our partner university. The first one is Miss Lily Feng from Anadolu University, Turkey. The second one is Miss Fritzi Liu and Professor Ying Hui Chen as a Vice President of Asia University, Taiwan. And last but not least, we have Miss Lydia Dimitrieva from Tomsk State University, Russia. And today's agenda will be start with an opening statement from Senior Manager of ITS Global Engagement Office on Promotion and Mobility. And then each partner will share about their institution and their programs. After that, we will have a panel discussion session where you will be able to ask about general questions that will be answered by each university's representative. Then you will have the breakout session, and there will be one room for each partner, and you can ask more details about your institution and their programs. Now we will proceed to our first agenda, which is an opening statement from the Senior Manager of ITS Global Engagement Office on Promotion and Mobility, Dr. Octavianti Dwi Wahyurini. To Ibu Oin, the time is yours.
Okay. Hello. Thank you, Ria, for very kind introductions. To our honorable guest, Ms. Lily Feng from Anadolu University, Turkey, Professor Ying Hui Chen and Ms. Fritzi Liu from Asia University, Taiwan, Ms. Lydia Dimitrieva from Tomsk State University, Russia. Good afternoon and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the ITS Let's Study Abroad. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our esteemed partners from Anadolu University, Asia University, and also Tomsk University for their willingness to join this event. As a university that is keen to be a world-class university, having the students to experience international exposures is essential to ITS. For the past 5 years, we have sent 2,800 of our students to 33 countries around the globe to participate in several internationalization programs, including student exchange, short program, and also internships. And according to the QS 2021 edition, ITS outbound mobility is one of the strongest in Asia. Indeed, the global pandemic has made it difficult for us to do the physical mobility. However, it also has been proven that the pandemic does not stop us to strive in creating innovations in mobility program. ITS is thankful for the incredible supports from our partners, as the mobility program will not be possible without the strong partnerships between us. The LSA allows ITS students to connect with ITS international partners and help them to identify international programs that suits them. I'm very hopeful that ITS students will take this wonderful opportunity by actively engage in discussions and asking questions regarding living costs, academic life, accommodations, and so on. I'm gladly to open this exciting program. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibu Oin, for the opening. We hope that this session will motivate us to participate in the future programs held by our partner university. So we will move to the next agenda, which is presentation by Miss Lily Feng from Anadolu University. So to Miss Lily Feng, the time is yours.
Hi, everybody. Greetings from Turkey. Thank you so much to invite me here to meet all of you and join this event. Now I would like to share the screen for you. Okay. Okay, can you see now?
Yes.
Can you see now?
Yes.
Yes, Ms. Lily Feng, we can see.
Okay. First of all, I would like to introduce you about myself. My name is Lily Feng. I'm responsible for incoming student and staff at Anadolu University. Okay, Anadolu University is located in Turkey. We can see the map. Turkey, you know, is located as in the middle of East and West, joined Asia and Europe, just here. And Eskişehir here, and just in the heart of Eskişehir, Turkey, we can see this is the capital city, Ankara, and Istanbul is the biggest city in Turkey. So it's very convenient transportation from Istanbul and Ankara by express train after arrive by train, by plane, I'm sorry. And this is a historical and modern city. I would like to share some basic facts about Eskişehir here. Eskişehir here, as it's saying, Eski means old. Şehir means city. So Eskişehir means old city. So this is a city with 3,500 years of written history. And there are 3 universities in this university. Anadolu University and another 2 universities actually are some university of Anadolu, because they are separate from Anadolu 30 years ago and 3 years ago, respectively. So now this before pandemic, we can say there are 100,000 students in this city, 10 months per year. There is a Porsuk river that you can see there is in the picture. The other river means the name is a Porsuk. This Porsuk river is going across the city, flowing across city. So Eskişehir is a very nice city and it's called as Asia Amsterdam or Asia Venezia. And this is very most developed and livable and safe cities of Turkey, and selected as a Turkish World Culture Capital in 2013 and 2014. Because it is at heart of Turkey, so there are very convenient transportation from all places of Turkey. This is a joint point actually of express train of Turkey. And it's very easy and expensive living accommodation because this is a university student city is tailored by for the university student. So the price is not so high compared with big cities in Turkey. And because it's a university student city as well, so we have many activities and social life and not so expensive for students. Here I found some YouTube videos. You can just click here. You can share this. Now, because this video takes about 10 minutes, so I will not show here, but you can, I think Wahyu will send this video to the people who would like to know better about our city. Here, I would like to introduce something about Anadolu University. Anadolu University was established in 1958 as the Eskişehir Academy of Economics and Commercial Sciences. Here, during this is nearly 60 years of history, we have two turning points of university. In 1982, this university was renamed as current Anadolu University. And also at the same year, we launched distance education. Now we have about 1 million distance education students. So Anadolu University is the top 5 mega university in the world as well. In 2006, we launched a European credit transfer system, which means we can exchange credits with European countries, institutions. So we started Erasmus exchange from 2006, actually. And Anadolu University is one of the first universities in Turkey to launch this ECTS system. Here are some facts and numbers about Anadolu. And this number is keep on changing. And just for this year, we have about 18,000 undergraduates and more than 4,000 graduate students, 1 million distance students, and 1,700 academic staff and 1,400 administrative staff, and more than 650 students and student staff exchange program. Maybe you might say, why during pandemic we still have so much students and staff? Actually, we still have a lot of outgoing students last semester. Just in one academic year, in 2012 and 20 and 2021, we sent about 400 students to European countries. And also, we tailored this Erasmus program to online. For example, we host student staff online. So this means the student staff won't come to Turkey physically, and they are giving lectures in their own country. So that's why we still keep very high number during the pandemic. And also we have about more than 4,000 international students. They are the diploma students. And they are come from more than 100 countries. Okay, here we have 12 faculties, 6 graduate schools and 3 schools, vocational school 3 and 30 research centers and 55 student clubs. Here they are the faculties, there are 12 faculties. As we can see, the top 9, education, economics and administrative science, communication science, law, fine arts, humanities, pharmacy, tourism, health, sciences. These are on-campus students, give on-campus education. And this next 3, open education faculty, faculty of economics, and faculty of business administration, they are distance education. So only these 3 faculty host about 1 million students. And here there are some institutes and schools and vocational schools. In Turkey, graduate schools and institutions host master and PhD level students, and faculties only host undergraduate level. And there are 3 schools and 3 vocational schools. They are 2 years university, so associate from undergraduate level. The program in English. We have 6 programs in English. The top 3 is full English, and the next 3, cinema and television, another 3, journalism and public relations and advertising. They are affording 80% of English program, English courses. Okay, in Turkey Anadolu University, we have 2 excellencies. As I mentioned, we are a mega university, so distance education is the one of our excellencies, and education for disabilities is another. We are the one of the top best education for disabilities, especially for hearing disabilities in Europe. So according to THE, Anadolu University global ranking is about 800 to 1,000, 2019, and Asia University ranking about 250 to 300 in 2020. Here there's some university video. You can check it later. So international cooperation opportunities with Anadolu University have the following 5. One is Erasmus. Erasmus, we have 2 kinds of Erasmus. One is with European countries. Another is Erasmus with partner countries. ITS is Erasmus or Erasmus partners as well from 2015, I think. And Mevlana exchange program, we are the Mevlana partner as well with ITS. Youth projects, this belong to Erasmus and dual diploma programs. Here at Anadolu University, our exchange students come from the following 3 programs, exchange programs. As mentioned, one is with European countries. Since 2004, more than 7,700 students and more than 2,000 staffs have benefited from this mobility. Because we have, now we have about 400 agreements with European universities. And also from 2015, we launched Erasmus partner country programs. Your university, ITS, is one of the earliest partner universities for Anadolu in this program. So by now we have about 79 interinstitutional agreements with more than 30 countries, universities. Mevlana exchange program is sponsored by Turkey Higher Education Council. Now we have about 45 partners. And also we have a wide range of MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with more than 40 different country universities. Here, these are these countries. Okay. For the student who would like to join our exchange program, for Indonesia university students, you can join as Erasmus partner countries program. If we have Erasmus grants for Indonesia region, we will send you student call or staff call to your university. In past 5 years, we host about 5 to 6 students, as I remember, from your university. And if we don't have grants, if we can accept up to 5 free mover students. This free mover student is also named self-financed students from your university each year. And Mevlana exchange program, also we will please call to your university twice per year. And also there's a Turkish scholarships. This Turkey scholarship actually is for diploma program, and this is launched in 2012. This scholarship provides financial support and placement of students. It's something like an entrance examination. Students will select the university they would like to join and make application in Turkey scholarship portal website. This scholarship is covering not only for students for 3 levels, undergraduate, postgraduate, and PhD, but also academicians, researchers, and civil servants. This civil servants means the people who is working for international organizations, who would like to learn Turkish and would like to learn some specific knowledges and stay in Turkey. So this program also provide full degree programs, short-term programs, and Turkish language programs, and other specific programs for specific region and research field. So for more detailed information, you can visit this website because it is involved many informations and knowledge inside. So how you should make application? You can send your application to UIB, uib@anadolu.edu.tr, or just to me, lilifan@anadolu.edu.tr. After you send your nomination, we will send you required documents list. Then after you complete all these documents, I will send you acceptance letter and before mobility instructions, how to come to Turkey and visa application. Now I would like to mention about how to stay in Eskişehir, accommodation. Now, Anadolu University don't provide dormitory exchange students, but we have dormitory for diploma students. So we have 2 accommodation options. One is private apartment and share flat with Turkish students. And the housing cost depends on the location, quality of accommodation. The housing price normally including the water, electricity, internet, heating, and also building management, common expenses. And the price is about 1,000 euro to 100 euro to 150 euro per month. Living in Eskişehir transportation. Eskişehir is a very convenient city. So there are many transportation choices, for example, tramway, buses, taxis, and tramway and bus, a single ticket for students only 0.2 euro, one ride. And taxi can be found 24/7. So the starting price is very low as well, it's just 0.4 euro. And also many places can reach on walking, on foot. So cost of food. Actually, each student decides the food expenses individually, depends on their daily needs and lifestyle. Turkish student or international student food cost per month is about 150 euro here. And there, if you don't want to cook by yourself, and normally this renting accommodation, you can find some kitchens you can cook by yourself. And of course, if you don't want to cook, there are some international cuisine selections in the city. There's Japanese food, Chinese food, there's Italian food, hamburger, pizza, so you won't be hungry. Here's this list of our maybe the cost of living in this year. There's some these are the things the international students might need. Okay. As you say, this Eskişehir really not so expensive city. Okay, why Anadolu University? Here I share some photos about Anadolu. This is a student-centered education. They are very experienced academic staff and well-equipped facilities and student-friendly campus and city. And Anadolu University's Greenland covered more than 60% of campus. So it's a very nice place. And here I would like to share some photos about our International Day. Before pandemic, every semester we are making one International Day. So people are dancing their traditional dance and cook their traditional food. As I remember from your university, there are some students make some food, eggs with some noodles cooked in pan. I don't know that I forget the name, but I think this is Indonesia food. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for your watching.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lily Feng, for the presentation. It was very clear and informative. And for the participants, if you have any question, you can deliver your question in the panel session discussion later. So
Yes.
moving right along, thank you.
Thank you.
Moving right along, we will have the presentation by Professor Yinghui Chen and Ms. Fritzi Liu from Asia University, Taiwan. So to Professor Chen and Ms. Liu, the time is yours.
Okay, Professor, you might start. And you still mute, Prof?
Oh, no voice.
Yes, the voice, Prof.
Oh,
now
sorry.
it's clear. Now it's clear, Professor. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Prof.
So voice now?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay,
you can hear your voice,
okay.
Prof.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me for this presentation. I just said ITS and Asia University has remained very good partner for some years. Before I present my university, let me tell you a little bit about COVID-19 situation in Taiwan, because according to recent report, a lot of foreign friends begin to get a little bit worried about Taiwan's situation. Actually, not until last month, Taiwan has remained very, very safe. So all the university, all the schools, all the shops have remained open until 2 weeks ago. All the schools, remain like online teaching because of recent development of COVID-19. But I have to say the situation is now under control. So I believe in 1 or 2 weeks, everything will return back to normal. Okay, just give some idea. We have opened the border to degree-seeking students, not to exchange students yet, but all the degree-seeking students, they can come over. Okay, so don't worry about the pandemic situation in Taiwan. It should be okay. Okay, just a little bit worrying at the moment. Okay. This is my university, Asia University. Usually, if you come over to Asia University in May or June, this is how the university looks like. It's very much European. Okay, so it's like a European university. And I just offer you some snapshots about the university corner. Here is our museum. It's unique for university to have a famous museum. It was built by Japanese famous architect. Okay, and this is so-called the Statue of Rodan. It's owned by the university founder, one of his valuable collections. And this is just one of our building called the Building of Humanities and Social Sciences. This is where my office is located when I serve as the Dean of the Humanities Social Sciences. And this is one of our hospital. We have one hospital and we are building the second hospital at the moment. But before I move on, actually, Asia University is not just one university. We have 2 universities together. Ours is called Asia University. The other university is called China Medical University, owned by the same founder. Okay, and China Medical University specialized in medical science. So China Medical University has altogether 16 hospitals across the island. We have one new hospital and we are building the second hospital. So if we combine the two universities together, we have about 17 hospitals that can accommodate more than 7,000 beds at the moment. Okay, and the good thing is, if you are a student at Asia University, you are allowed to take all the courses in the other universities. Okay, in China Medical. So we have become more or less like, you know, a university system. And Asia University actually is located in central part of Taiwan. Here is the north. Here is the south. Actually, Taiwan shaped more or less like a yam, a sweet potato. The north is Taipei, the south is Kaohsiung, and Taichung is the central part of Taiwan, and our university located in central part of Taiwan. If you take our high-speed rail from the north to the south, it's about 90 minutes. So from Taipei to Taichung to my university, about 50 minutes. From my university to the south is another 50 minutes. So the transportation actually is very convenient. And the city where my university is located is called Taichung. It's at the moment the second largest city in Taiwan, more or less like Surabaya in Indonesia, the second largest city. And here, just give you some idea about our university ranking. I know ITS has much better ranking than ours. We are this year 20 years. Okay, we are 20 years. So it's a very new university. This is the world ranking. Altogether is about 800. Okay, and this is in Asia ranking. It's about 146, and it's in Taiwan ranking by the same time higher education. We are 10. Okay, in Taiwan we have altogether 163 universities. So we can say we are top 10. And I think the 5 here I mentioned, this is China Medical University, our own university too. So we have 2 universities both in top 10 in Taiwan, except as I said, China Medical specialized in medical science. Asia University is more comprehensive. And this is some facts about Asia University. We have altogether 7 colleges, 35 undergraduate program, 29 master programs, 7 doctoral program, and we also have 30 international program. International program means all taught in English. And the hospital I just mentioned, this is our faculty, this is our student. We are roughly 12,000 students, not counting about at the moment 650 international students. We used to have about 900, but because of COVID-19, we are losing some international students. And here are the so-called colleges and departments. We have College of Medical and Health Science, the biggest college on campus. We have College of Information and Electrical Engineering. And along with this college, we have the so-called College of Artificial Intelligence. This is a new college, okay? And then we have College of Management. We have College of Humanities, Social Science, College of Creative Design. We also have College of Nursing. College of Nursing spin-off from College of Medical and Health Science. We have College of Artificial Intelligence, spin from a College of Information Electrical Engineering. And we have also the International College. We have one Center for General Education. This is university record courses. And we have also, the International College taking care of the international students. And here is the so-called the 30 English talk program from PhD to bachelor. So we have altogether 30. In other words, if your student, their Chinese, their Mandarin are not good enough, they can come over just to study in the English program. Okay. And here is the Chinese Language Center. The Chinese Language Center, we offer different types of Chinese courses for free for all international students. So if your student come over to study in the English talk program, they can also take courses from the Chinese Language Center. Actually,
I'm sorry, Professor Chen, you are mute.
Professional development training. And here, okay, here is our international connection, including ITS. Just give you some example. Okay, let me move to several of big program. We have a summer program, and this is last year's summer program. Okay, we offer last year's altogether 7 programs for our partner universities, and we don't charge. Okay, it's a free program. Later on, I'm going to introduce the summer program for this year, and just give you some idea about the activities, the fun activity. And last year, we have altogether more than 900 students, 927 international students from 51 universities in 11 countries join our last year's summer program. And this is the winter program we just finished, called AU Winter Program. Again, we offer 6 programs, okay, for all the partner universities. And for this winter program, the past winter program, altogether we have 739 international students from how many those are? I just cannot read the 11. Is that how many? Those are. Okay, yeah, from 19 universities in 8 countries. Okay, and these are some of the activities. For this winter program, we do online because of COVID-19. And this is, I think, something your student might be interested, because we are offering this summer program this summer to be held, I think, in late June until mid-August. So you can see all together, we have 10 programs from artificial intelligence, web design, AI application in management, fintech application and investment, economic investment, innovation and decision, community care practice, creative and cultural industry, interdisciplinary global health, and language and culture. I think the last program is the only program that is taught in Chinese and English. The rest of the program are taught in English. And you might want to know, actually, the application for our summer program, we just ended last week. We have more than 720 students registered, but some universities, some foreign university, because of COVID-19, they asked us to extend the application deadline to next week. I do believe ITS also, have sent students to study in our summer program. So if you have summer students who are interested in our summer program, because we just extend the application to next week, they still have the opportunity. Okay, this is what we are going to do this summer. And then this is this 10 program I just mentioned. And actually, tuition fee for each program is $300 US, but because you are partners, so for partner university, we don't charge. If you are a student from partner university, we don't charge. And for each course, we have 3 credits. So you can do the credit transfer. Student at the end, they will receive the so-called credit transcript, okay? For credit transfer, they will also receive the so-called certificate of participation. And here is some of the language requirement. This is some of the application procedure. Okay, and this is something we are doing. Actually, we start this idea with ITS last year, actually with Maria, even though Maria is no longer in the office. We are doing the so-called virtual exchange program. This is one semester exchange program. And last year, for the first time, we have 531 international students from 10 universities in 3 countries joining. Okay, this is what we do last year. And this is our summer program for the spring semester. At the moment, we are offering, okay? At the moment, we are offering. And this is the exchange program we are going to offer to our partner university students. And actually, you can see from this, we have altogether 29 programs offered by different colleges, by medical, by information, by management, by humanities, by creative design, all together. And I believe I did send one brochure to Dr. Yao Hu and also to ITS. So if your students are interested in our virtual exchange program, you are more than welcome, okay? And this is for this 4th semester, we have altogether 29 programs. Again, we offer fee waiver. In other words, no charge, except 3 special programs we do charge. That is for PhD program. Okay, so if you read our brochure, you come to realize we have 3 charge programs. And this is how to apply. I think in our brochure, you can read all this information. Okay, so just give you some idea about the courses we are offering. 1 from health and medical, 5 from information and electrical engineering, and actually more than about 10 from management. And this is from my college, humanities, social sciences, and then some from creative design. Okay, then finally, I just give you some attraction in title. Unfortunate because this online, so you cannot have personal experience of all this, attraction in Taichung area. Just give you some idea. Once the border reopens, once you can come over for exchange in person, you can visit all this, our tourist attractions in Taichung area, some other tourists in Taichung area, and these are some famous landmarks in Taiwan, like Taipei 101. For example, again, our National Paris Museum, and this is one of the very famous tourist spots called Salmon Lake. Actually, is quite close to Asia University. This is Alisang Mountain. Okay, I think I just give you some idea, and I forget to mention the costs starting in Asia University. Actually, I would say the tuition fee and the living costs in Taiwan, generally speaking, are very, very affordable. I used to figure out if you study 1 year in Australia, because a lot of Indonesian parents and teachers send their students over to Australia. If you study 1 year in Australia, in Taiwan, you can study for 11 years. 11 years, not 1 year or 2 years, 11 years, beginning from bachelor up to PhD. Just give you some idea about the tuition and the living costs. For the tuition, usually 1 semester at Asia University, the regular degree-seeking student is about $1,500 for the tuition. Okay, 1,500. For the living costs, I think 1 month is about $200. About $200. Just give you some idea about the tuition and living costs. Actually, it's quite affordable, and also Taiwan government also offer a lot of government scholarship for students from Indonesia. Asia University also offer a scholarship for students from Indonesia, but because we are more or less like research intensive university. So we offer scholarship mostly to master and PhD student, not to undergraduate student. Okay, I think that's my presentation, and thank you for your attention.
Yeah, thank you very much, Professor Chen. I just want to inform you that Bu Maria is still here, Professor, until 2024.
Oh,
Professor
okay.
Maria is still here, yeah, as the director of
Okay.
ITS.
So she's still here.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
Oh, okay.
But for the mobility, is you will meet Dr. Octavianti
I
for.
see. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, don't
Thank
worry.
you.
Bu Maria is
Okay.
still here, and also for the student, a virtual exchange of fall 2021 will be open.
Sure.
You may apply the virtual exchange program at Shea University later through our office. Thank you so much, and back to FC.
Yeah, it's Maria and me who initiate the virtual exchange program, actually.
Yeah. I understand, Professor. I already informed us, Dr. Maria.
Yeah, very good. Yeah,
communication.
and also very
Good,
successful. Yes. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Prof. Back to the MC, Ria. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
You may stop share screen, Professor. Could you please help me to stop share screen? Stop share. Stop the screen. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Professor. Yeah, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Ing Chen. Such insightful presentation. It was really clear and informative. And also thank you, Mr. Wahyu, for the added information. For the participant, if you have any question, you can deliver your question in the panel discussion later. And moving right along, we will have the last presentation that will be brought by Miss Lydia Dimitrieva from Tomsk State University, Russia. So to Miss Lydia, the time is yours.
Thank you very much for giving me the floor. So good afternoon, colleagues, partners, good afternoon, students, good afternoon, everyone watching this live or later on. Let me welcome you on behalf of Tomsk State University. Let me share my screen, just 1 second. I hope you see my presentation now. Do you see it?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Thank you for your feedback, because it's a strange thing, but I do not see the audience. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Lydia. I'll be host for the session today. I'm the head of International Student Services Center and associate professor at the Department of Philology. I hope you can hear me loud and clear enough, and I will be glad to answer your questions if you have any after the presentation. So I will start a short presentation about TSU and Tomsk City, where our university is located. Here you can see the main building of our university. And here on the next slide, I try to demonstrate the most picturesque views of our city. Of course, not the most, it's just 3 pictures. There are many more others, but still you can have at least some image of the city. Tomsk State University was established more than 100 years ago, in 1878, and it was the first university in the Asian part of Russia. It's located in Tomsk, and our city is called a university city because we have a large number of research institutes and universities. Among them, 6 federal universities. 2 of them have their own campuses, and about, can you imagine, 25% of the population in our city here is students. Tomsk itself was founded more than 400 years ago. Today, it's a small, calm, and lovely city with developed infrastructure, a lot of cozy streets with old wooden and stone buildings, amazing artistic architecture, beautiful squares, and art places for young people. This year, according to QS Best Student Cities, Tomsk is one of the is on the 73rd position in the world, and it is the 2nd student city in Russia after Moscow. I think it speaks for itself. As I told you before, Tomsk State University is the oldest university in the Asian part of Russia. At present, TSU is the largest classic university. Its alumni are in great demand as top and senior managers at numerous enterprises. Throughout its long history, there were 5 Nobel Prize winners who did their research here or who were affiliated to TSU at different periods of time. So here you can see 2 of these Nobel Prize laureates, and on the next slide we can see the other 3 notable representatives. Besides, a lot of notable people studied here or did their research. Some of them you may see on this slide. So you understand our university makes it possible to become an outstanding scientist, a leader, a lawyer, or anyone you want to be. What about TSU today? Today, TSU has 20 faculties and institutions, 145 departments, more than 15,000 students in total, with more than 3,000 international students from 70 countries. The number of international students is continually increasing. As for the current situation with pandemic, of course, we are taking all the efforts to secure our students, and I should say that even now we have around 1,000 international students here on campus who continue their studies. Now we switch to the offline regime. Those students who arrive and they're still arriving to take their exams, for example, they are provided with all necessary facilities to undergo their medical examination, to live through their quarantine period here. Of course, they are taken care of here, and after the quarantine period, they can continue their studies in the offline regime. Those students who cannot come due to the pandemic, because not all countries are open now, they study in the online regime. So we have 2 current studying regimes now. This is offline regime, where students go to their lecture rooms, and a blended regime when we combine offline and online regime for those students who are still abroad, who are not in Tomsk now. Let me continue. So we got the schools where students can take different courses depending on what they are interested in. You can see that we have 150 educational program tracks and more than 200 bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs, including programs taught in English. So there are 12 programs taught in English. World rankings. According to QS Best University rankings, Tomsk State University became 250th in the world and the 4th in Russia. Today, it's an acknowledged center of science, education, and innovation. And on the next slide, you can see QS University rankings by subjects. We have really strong academic programs in the fields indicated, and if you have any questions regarding this, regarding those subject fields, I will be happy to answer them later. But apart from those programs I enumerated before, we also provide short-term programs for our students. And I'm really happy to say that students from ITS visited TSU for winter IT school. And they, I hope, enjoyed their time in Tomsk, enjoyed the educational program, and they could meet students from some other countries which also came for the school here. Our IT schools are devoted to different aspects of IT, and later we also can discuss it. Our summer and winter schools are provided in different spheres, both humanities and sciences. Here I enumerated the most popular of them. Summer School of Intensive Russian. We organize this program for students with all levels of proficiency in Russian. So those of you who are interested in studying Russian culture, please welcome. Of course, this year we organized the school not only offline, but we also provide an online version of this program. As for the other schools, as I already mentioned, IT summer winter schools devoted to different aspects of this science. And for senior students involved in research, we also organize schools in natural science such as paleontology and biodiversity. Of course, our short-term programs a perfect mix of an intensive educational program and social events which become a part of this program. Edutainment is an active tool in all our short-term programs. And you can see examples of such social events which we organize for our international students, for them to get acquainted with the university, with the Tomsk, with our environment, with our unique, authentic atmosphere. Because of course, here you can get a lot of new impressions. I'm sure this local Siberian city can provide numerous impressions, numerous perfect impressions for the international students from Indonesia. Here I decided to provide some information about our IT school. Our student from Indonesia, Krishna, helped me translate this information. You can see it here on the slide. I can send this information to those who are interested in this later if you provide your email address. And here is just the example of another school. I already mentioned this, paleontology. Of course, it's impossible to organize the school in the online regime, but when we are open, of course, you are always welcome. It's a life-changing experience because students live in the field and they provide their field, they do their field work just on the spot. Of course, it's always interesting for a student. The same is about our school on biodiversity. It's organized in our research station in the Altai Mountains, and students can see all the sites with biodiversity with their own eyes. Now let me continue with the story about our campus, because I know many students are interested in this aspect of their stay in an international university. Here you can see the site of our campus. Our university is located in the beautiful grove, which I think is really amazing. And it's not far from the river, the main river in our city. Our university is surrounded with green scenery, and I should say that our international students like it very much. Here in the campus, you can have everything in the same place. Let me show you the plan of our campus. Here is a dormitory, education buildings, library, sports complexes, office buildings, all in the same place. Probably you're interested in the accommodation. We provide students with accommodation in 2 modern and comfortable dormitories. Here you can see the first of them. It is also located in the university campus near the education buildings. So it takes you 10 minutes or even less to get to your educational buildings. And here is the view of our newest dormitory, which is situated just in the close proximity to the river. And here you can find the information about our accommodation options. So generally we have rooms for 3 or 4 people. Also there are some rooms for 2 people. You can see the prices here. And also we have high comfort rooms which provide the single accommodation. All the rooms are equipped with all necessary furniture and facilities. There is a bathroom and internet in each room. Here you will find shared kitchens, laundry, a gym, studying spaces, and the cafes for those students who do not want to cook themselves in the kitchens. Here I decided to give some more pictures of our spaces in the dormitory. So below you can see the look of a typical room in a dormitory, then some shared rooms for your leisure time or for your education, and the gym. I should say that all our dorms are extra safe. They are equipped with fingerprint scanners to secure student residence, so you shouldn't worry about your stay here. Everything is safe. So from its very beginning, TSU has been not only an educational center, but a center for the dissemination of culture and progressive ideas in society, where students can express themselves through different cultural and public activities, sports, clubs, and volunteer movements. Tomsk State University has up-to-date sports facilities and complexes where both students and academic staff can do sport. They may participate in many athletic activities and become a member of TSU clubs for arts, volleyball, basketball, skiing, and other sports. Any student can find here art groups, studios, and different clubs depending on their interests. You see our students really involved in all extracurricular activities. For the international students, we specially organized TSU International Student Services Center that helps students maximize their social and educational benefits and experience of studying life at TSU. The center's specialists work with international students from their arrival at TSU until they graduate, and they provide wide support in the following areas. They are enumerated, you can see them on the slide, beginning with transfer and finishing with organizing different cultural events for international students. I would also mention that TSU is not just about the academics, awesome opportunities. It's also about wonderful atmosphere. The cultural diversity present in TSU is phenomenal. We periodically organize and encourage students to participate in different cultural activities and volunteer movements. We have a weekly Russian-speaking club, International Students' Day, New Year celebration, English, French, and German clubs, language festivals, where all of you are welcome. So you can make friends and enjoy the students' life. I should say, currently, with this pandemic era, of course, some of our events became online. For example, Russian-speaking club, English-speaking club, language exchange. We organize them in the online mode. And next year, if you are interested, you are welcome, because you are students of the partner university, and we always welcome students of our partner universities to participate in some of our communication events to find friends before you come here in Tomsk State University. Also here I decided to provide some useful links for you. So you may see there is the link to our International Student Services Center, where you can find some more information about your arrival and stay here. Please join our groups in the social networks on Facebook, and probably, I'm not sure, but probably some of you have VK, but Facebook is more convenient. You also can find and read our International Students Handbook, which is devoted to numerous aspects of students' life and stay here. I will also download those links later in our chat room. Also, I would like to say, and I suppose it's very important, that Tomsk is a multi-confessional city. The most represented religious confession of Tomsk is Orthodox Christianity, and there are many Orthodox cathedrals and churches here. But we also have two mosques here, and they are situated not far from the dormitory, a synagogue, a Lutheran church, and centers of other religious confessions are found here. Modern Tomsk is a dynamic city. It's an ideal place for those who love sports and active lifestyle. I already mentioned so many types, so many kinds of sports which students are involved here. Just the last aspect I would like to mention here is scuba diving. Because the best scuba diving club in Russia is located here in Tomsk. It was established by graduates of Tomsk State University and has already won a number of awards at prestigious national and international competitions. And I know that some students who come from Indonesia, they take part in the activity of this club. So they found where they can develop their talent. Here you can see the information about how you can apply. So the application deadline for all the programs, I mean bachelor, master, and PhD programs is the 10th of August. You can choose the program on our official website, which is mentioned here. So our specialists who help international students will answer all your questions regarding your admissions. As for summer and winter schools, the application period is still open. So you are welcome to participate in those programs, and I hope to see some of you at our online versions of this summer and winter programs, summer school programs. Thank you. And at the end of my presentation, if I may, I would like to show just a short video for students. It's a very inspiring video, and I hope you will like it. May I, dear partners, may I show the video?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
My acquaintance with Russia began in Tomsk, where I came to study. I don't know about other regions of this country, but Tomsk looks like I imagined Russia. On the way to my university, I was amazed with the beautiful, refined architecture. Sometimes I was feeling like in a Russian fairy tale, which blended into Europe in a couple of minutes. And here is my university. You get immersed into the timeless spirit of knowledge. I made friends with guys who studied at other universities. As it turns out, there are many universities here, and they are all nearby, so close that you can walk among them. And that is what we were doing for days. We had a cool company, and then I met her. It was an unforgettable time. Tomsk is a true college town. It's like a huge campus. You can feel the spirit of freedom and youth. And once we decided to visit our friend in his native village in the north of Tomsk region. I'll remember this great journey for the rest of my life. Incredible spaces, rivers, forest. People live there the same way as they did 100 years ago. Sometimes they don't even have cellular communication and TV. But how good it is there. say that the years of studies are the best years of your life, and I'm glad that I spent them here in Tomsk region. Tomsk region, get inspired.
Thank you very much. And just a few last words. I would like to show the page where all our summer and winter schools are demonstrated. So you can easily apply here. And also we have a booklet about our summer school translated into Indonesian. So if you're interested, I may send this as well. Also, please let me introduce my colleague, Miss Agnia Shlikova. She is the representative of Higher IT School. Here she also helping me answer your questions when we go to breakout rooms. And one of our students, Pega Bintan Kustiadi, is here. Also, he kindly agreed to help me in the breakout room to communicate with students from Surabaya. Thank you very much for your attention.
Yeah, thank you so much, Miss Lydia, Miss Agnia. Back to you, MC.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Lydia, for such an informative presentation. It was very motivating. So, well, we have already heard the presentation from our 3 amazing partner universities. So it is the time for our next agenda, which is panel discussion. For the participant, you can drop your question in the chat box using the available format that's shared by our committee in the chat box. Please ask general questions regarding to the 3 partner universities in the session. You will be given the chance to give more detailed questions in the breakout room session later. And in this panel discussion, it will be led by Mr. Wahyu as a moderator. For your information, Mr. Wahyu is a manager for Contact and Mobility Program. So to Mr. Wahyu, you may take the lead.
Okay, thank you so much, Ria. So before we start the panel discussion, I would like to inform the student that after that you will enter the breakout room. Yeah, breakout room like room for the Tomsk State University, also room for Asia University, and also room for Anadolu University. It will be great if during this to save the time, yeah, because I saw that so many list question for each university. So it will be great if you're to saving the time, you may changing your name starting from now, yeah. So later it's easy from us to enter you to the breakout room. So you already checked the how to change your display name in the chat box. So you may kindly starting display your name. While you're changing your display name, let me lead for the panel discussion together. Once again, thank you so much. Our amazing partner, Asia University, we have Professor Chen, also Miss Frizit here. Also Ms. Lily Fan from Anadolu University, Turkey. And also we have Miss Lydia, Miss Agnia, and colleagues from the Tomsk State University. Okay, so for the first question, so when the student is registered to the session, the student already sent their expectation question, and let me deliver the question from my students who always watching. So the first question is for you may answer, 3 of you can answer. They asking about if they would like to join, continue their study at master or PhD level at university. Is there any recommended scholarship external? I mean, not from university. Is there any recommendation, for example, from the government or from any non-government organization that maybe Indonesian student, especially at a student, can apply, yeah, to join to continue the master or PhD program? Okay, maybe I will start from Miss Lily Feng first. Is there any possibility to get scholarship to join master or PhD program at your university, Miss Lily Feng? Sorry, you still mute, Miss Lily. Thank you. Okay.
I'm sorry. Anadolu University is a public university, So in Turkey, public university cannot have its own scholarship. So we provide the Turkish scholarship, this program, and this program can be diploma program, or during your study in Turkey, you can apply for short-term scholarship as well. So and also we have exchange program. Normally, if we have Erasmus grants for Indonesia region, we can invite your PhD student to here. So we'll provide them 800 euro per month support. You know, as exchange student, we don't charge any tuition. And for diploma student, for foreigner student, we only charge how much? 30 euro per academic year as tuition.
Okay.
It's nearly nothing. Yeah. So
okay. Yeah, you still have that. You would like to continue your explanation, please?
Yeah, if you want just as a free-more student, as a self-finance student, of course, we don't have any financial support, but Anadolu University provides 3 meals per day in our restaurant. This meal per day only how much? Let me calculate as a current exchange rate, just about 0.6 euro per day as a meal per day.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's great information. Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Lily Feng. Now I give the opportunity to the Prof. Chen to answer the question, Professor.
Yes, I think in Taiwan, we have actually 3 types of university. One is the so-called Taiwan government scholarship. Usually, the key point is, if you want to apply for Taiwan government scholarship, the deadline is March 31st, the end of March. And before you apply for Taiwan government scholarship, you need to get the so-called letter of admission from a certain university will qualify you to apply for the government scholarship. And I do believe not just Asia University, some university in Taiwan offer its own type of scholarship. So as I said, if you are working for master, if you are working for PhD, Asia University offer its own scholarship to the so-called very good student. Okay, of course, they need to fulfill some language requirement, a certain, GPA, for example. And aside from this, actually, if student happen to be a university lecturer in Indonesia, then when they come over, they get a third type of scholarship also from the government. So there are 3 types of scholarship. Okay, number 1. Number 2, for our exchange, for our summer program, as I just explained in my presentation, we don't charge for partners. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Chen, for the answer. I would like to give opportunity to Ms. Lydia to answer the question.
Thank you very much for the question. I will try to explain. So we also have the system of scholarships which are supported by our Russian ministry, and all students, including students from Indonesia, can apply for those scholarships, but this year the deadline has already finished. It was the 20th of March, as far as I know, but students can apply for the next academic year, in the next year, if they're interested in our bachelor or master or PhD programs. It's all available. My advice is to apply with the help of the Russian Center of Science and Culture, which is situated in Jakarta, because they have all the important information, and they always help students to apply for those scholarships. As for some other programs, we also provide some scholarships for, I wouldn't say it's a scholarship, it's a kind of grant for those who participate in summer and winter schools when a partner university organizes a group of students and send them here, so we can give a discount and free participation to one or two participants from the group. So it's all to be discussed. As for what else can we can suggest to our students, I already mentioned that we provide accommodation for all the international students. I suppose it's very important because the accommodation here is very well organized. It's modern and new. You will find all necessary facilities, and it's not expensive at all. So I'll mention the prices. It's about 10 euros per month, which is not expensive at all. And the living costs are not high here. So generally students will need about $200 for their everyday food here at Tomsk, in Tomsk. So the total living cost is not very big. So that's probably it.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Lydia, and also the answer. So I hope the answer from Professor Chen, Miss Lily Feng, Miss Lydia can answer from the question, yeah. And maybe I'll go to for the next question. The question is, there's two questions that I saw is from common, because the first question is, yeah, mostly as our student is Muslim, so they would like to asking, is there any room, yeah, in the dormitory or also in the campus that they might to do prayer, yeah, prayer during the stay in your university or accommodation? Is there any room that you may you're especially in campus you providing if they would like to pray or not? And the second one is about the level of English proficiency. If they come in, for example, the exchange, do you like require some level of certificate or level of English proficiency? I mean, is there any some requirement, especially for this department, should be this minimum 500 example, but for other department it should be fine, or it's okay from the partner? Or yeah, maybe you may help me to answer for the two question. Maybe for the second question,
And then about the so-called language requirement, if they are coming for exchange or for summer program, we don't make special requirement. But for degree seeking student, our English requirement is the so-called traditional TOEFL 500. Okay, if you use the traditional TOEFL, it's about 500. Okay, for the CEFR, it's about between B1 and B2 level. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor, for the answer. Now I'll give opportunity to Miss Lydia, maybe to answer the two questions.
As for the prayer rooms, in our university buildings, there are no such rooms, but I should say that there are two mosques just near the university, just near the student dormitory. They're available, so just a walking distance. And probably I would ask our student from Indonesia to help me with this question. To those who are more interested, he can discuss it in more details, how it's all organized. Okay, just the student's experience. Yeah, just here is the student dormitory. On the right you have one mosque, on the left you have the other mosque. Because of course I should also mention that one part of the original population in Tomsk, they are Muslim people. And I should say that it's a multi-confessional city. We have representatives of numerous religions here. As for the requirements for the programs, we do not have any special requirements for exchange students or for students who come to our summer and winter schools. Of course, we warn them that you need to possess some level of proficiency, at least B1 for those programs to participate for your own efficiency. But we do not require any supporting documents. For those who apply for our basic programs such as bachelor, master or PhD English taught programs, of course, they need to provide information on their level of proficiency. It's usually between B1, B2.
Okay. Maybe the student of TSU would like to complete the answer. Who's the name, Miss Lydia? I'm so sorry.
Beka, will you please help me? Yeah, about about the first question.
Oh, about the mosque?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we don't have any special room for praying, but near our dormitory there is 2 mosques there, so in the break time you can go there if you want to pray.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Vega, for the answer. So now I give opportunity to Ms. Lily Fang to answer the question.
Okay, as we said, there's the 2 kinds of university student. One is exchange program, one is diploma students. For exchange students, we don't have specific English certificate, but we need their home institutions provide us, because every country has different system. For example, China has band 4, band 6 something, and maybe in Indonesia you have your own English level standard. So we need each home institutions give us one
Okay,
English level is above. Sorry. Okay. So
it's okay. You are already back.
Yeah. For English program, because with some English program, master and PhD program are in English. So therefore, it depends on different department, different area. So, but most of the PhD and master's program, they are in Turkish. So if you come with English Turkish scholarship, the Turkish scholarship will provide you 1 year Turkish language studying with scholarship. So after 1 year of Turkish study, you can get the B2 level. Then you can start your master or program.
Okay.
According to dormitory, we have dormitory for diploma students, but we don't have for exchange students. But in our system, we are making two kinds of dormitory arrangement for exchange students, because they are come here up to 1 academic year, 10 months, let's say. So most of them for 1 academic year, just 4 months. So we arrange them to with our Turkish students, because they need to conquer their language barrier at the first beginning. So we arrange them with our Turkish students. They are living together. So the renting about 100 to 150 euro according to the condition of the home and the location of the home. But for the private apartment for students around university as well. So for girls, only for girls and only for boys. And these are price are more or less similar, is 100 euro per month. So because this pandemic situation, because we didn't decide it next year how to give education online or face-to-face, I think more or less everybody are same situation. So most of students stayed in their hometown for getting online education. So most of them will not come to Eskişehir to accept education. So this year we're facing this problem is there are less applications for share flat. So in this situation, we are suggesting all incoming students looking for their own apartment. So they are just giving us which apartment they would like to rent. Then we will go there to have a look whether this apartment is safe enough, whether they are clean enough, whether this how far away from university. Then we give feedback to the students. So before they are making decision, make contract, we are integrating in this we find flats for all the students. I think, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Lily Feng, for the very clear explanation, for the students. So I hope the students can get insight from the panel discussion. Unfortunately, because also the time is running, so we need to go forward to the breakout room, so the student can give the question to each university partner, because I saw from the list the question when the student register is so much more about each university, and each university have different character. So it will be great. I don't want to taking your time, so you may free discussion in your breakout room. Okay, so my student volunteer will help me to open the breakout room, and when the notification will be pop up in your screen or in your Zoom, please kindly accept it, so you may enter directly to the each room.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Feng.
Hi.
Okay.
Nice to see you here.
Okay, glad to see you too. Okay, maybe while we're waiting, I will open the session. Hello everyone.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Thank you all for being in this breakout room.
Thank you.
First, let me introduce myself. My name is Daniel, and I'm the volunteer of ITS Global Engagement, and I'll be your moderator for this session. Thank you so much, Miss Lily Feng from Anadolu University, Turkey.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Hello.
Yes. Now the okay. My connection is not okay. You can continue. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Lily Feng from Anadolu University, Turkey. We are grateful to you for willing to share with ITS students about your university through this program. So, guys, in the previous session, you already get insights about Anadolu University and opportunities, the programs. So, for the next 20 minutes, you can ask more detailed questions to Ms. Feng related to Anadolu University. You can ask the program you can join, or maybe you want to know more about the living cost, the lifestyle there. It's okay. So please don't hesitate, guys, to convey your question. If it's still unclear, don't hesitate to ask to Ms. Feng. You can ask from directly by raise hand feature. You can raise your hand and talk directly. Don't be shy. Or you can type your question through the chat box using format name_NRP_question.
Okay.
As you can see right now, it's been sent by our committee in the chat room. Okay, guys, if you want to ask your question, you can deliver it now.
Okay, first of all, Turkey is a Muslim country, so I don't think this is a big problem for food issue. Yes. So as I said, Turkey is very affordable country, especially currently the exchange rate for Turkey is very high now. And now 1 euro equals about 10 Turkish liras, and $1 about 8.5 lira actually. So Turkey now is quite cheap country currently. And Yeah, I am waiting for your your questions. Maybe some of you cannot remember so many questions, but I would like to give you my contact information, contact email address. So when you remember later after this session, maybe you remember something and want to ask me something, you're welcome to give me email.
Yeah, okay. The email of Ms. Lily Feng is in the chat box. If you want to ask any more questions,
Yes.
you can
Of
contact.
course, now I can answer any your questions. But later, if you remember something, you can reach me by email.
Okay. Okay, guys. Oh, I see one participant raised their hand. To Ms. Tiara Novia, you may deliver your question.
Thank you for the opportunity. Sorry if I missed. As you mentioned before, that Turkey Anadolu University has collaboration with Erasmus to provide scholarship for exchange program. My question is the subject offered different every year? If no, what subject that Anadolu University offer for this year? Thank you.
Okay, it depends on whether we have Indonesia grants, and currently is more serious related with a pandemic. You know, because there is pandemic, there are many restrictions. So actually, from last year, we didn't make a call student mobility because of this uncertainty pandemic situation. And if we have Indonesia grants for the next academic year, we will email your ITS, then they will make a student call for Erasmus mobility. Actually, from 2006 and 2017, we have Indonesia from your university student come to our university. And from 2018 as well, we have your student because we have Indonesia grants. So it's totally related with whether we have grants for Indonesia and whether we can make a student call that year. So, and Indonesia, your university and Anadolu has a memorandum of understanding. So if you would like to visit Anadolu, you still can come as a free mover student. And unfortunately for short-term exchange student, Turkish scholarship didn't have such short program for short-term exchange program student scholarships. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Feng. To Tiara, does your question answer, or you have any further question? You may deliver.
It's enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Tiara, and thank you, Ms. Feng, for the explanation. Okay, guys, if you have any other question, please don't hesitate. It is a very rare opportunity, I think, because you can talk directly to the representative of the university, and it will be your advantage if you want to register or you want to follow one of the program from Anadolu. So guys, please don't hesitate.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, because maybe while we're waiting, I would like to ask a question. It's a personal question, maybe. In this pandemic situation, does Anadolu University already use hybrid learning method, or is it still online? Or if we go there, or if we already allowed to go directly to Anadolu, or is it still online if you want to go for an exchange?
Actually, last semester take last semester as example. Before we start the semester, our situation is not so serious. So we keep some of the department as hybrid, because some of the department, for example, fine arts and tourism, they have they need some workshops to during the study. But after the next 2 months, our pandemic problem became more serious, and Turkey government has to lock down the whole country. So we have to move to whole online mode. So in this spring semester, we have 2 kinds of mode. at first 1.5 months, we have hybrid. Another next 2 months, we are online. So it totally depends on the pandemic situation. I think most of countries more or less are similar. And for the next semester, actually, I cannot foresee at all. As I said, it depends on the pandemic situation. So actually, in Turkey, from this June, Turkey government will fasten the vaccine procedure. So we are expecting until the next semester, 50% of Turkish will have vaccine. So in this city, if we really reach this number, I think we can make face-to-face education. So the pandemic and vaccine procedure decides how education will provide next semester. So now it's too early for me to predict this.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Feng. So we hope for the best so we can meet directly each other, yes. So
yeah,
we hope this one is over
Thank
soon.
you.
Okay, guys, if you have a question, you can deliver it now. If you still maybe curious about Anadolu University, so you may deliver your question. Okay, I see Mr. Emihwan Nurifki, you may deliver your question.
Okay, thank you for the time. My question is this is simple. Is Anadolu University open for a short program in semester break, like a cultural program or anything else? Yes, just like that.
Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't understand you. Could you speak a little louder? Because...
Okay. Is my voice clear?
Yes, it's clear now.
Okay. In Anadolu University, is Anadolu University open such program like a cultural program or anything else in semester break in July or in January?
You mean our semester autumn semester? One of the autumn semester will start. You mean that?
Yeah, in the semester break.
Okay. We did our academic calendar didn't clear yet, but generally our autumn semester started after 20th of July. And our spring semester generally around the end of January and beginning of February. Generally is such time schedule. But this year, because our rector is changed, so he didn't decide when to start yet. So this year is quite late. Everything postponed. I'm sorry for it.
Maybe I can ask more question.
Okay.
I hear before that the coronavirus in Turkey is not as bad in Indonesia. If we go directly to Anadolu University, if we require to do the self quarantine.
Sorry, you mean?
Okay. If we go directly to the Anadolu University this year's, do we have to do the self quarantine or not?
Self quarantine.
Maybe I can restate the question.
Free mover, you mean? You mean self finance?
Self quarantine regard to COVID-19.
Yes.
Maybe can you write the key? I cannot catch your words actually.
Maybe Ms. Feng, if we go to Turkey, do we have to do self quarantine? For example, if we,
of course, you mean quarantine now? Of course. You mean now? Now, if somebody come to Turkey, enter Turkey, according to current regulation, the new entrant need to stay outside Turkey about 14 days. But this regulation is keep on changing because Turkey is a tourism country. So this regulation will be changed very soon. Actually, today is the Turkey government lockdown, the last day of locking down. So actually, now we are working at home. We just go to university 1 day per week, actually. So today is the last day. From tomorrow, the 1st of June, actually, we are waiting for the latest update, how they will do, because from yesterday's data, as I know, is the daily new cases about 8,000. So, and Turkey is a tourism country. So it seems we want to attract more tourism to Turkey. So maybe this before Turkey, you no need to stay outside, out of Turkey 14 days before entry, after today, maybe, because it totally depends on the pandemic. Yeah, but you know, if in Turkey, they say the government decide to have lockdown because they need to minimize the case number, everybody need to stay at home, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I, did I answer your question?
Oh, yes, clearly.
because it's quite complex and everything depends on the new cases and the Turkey government regulation, and every time it's changing. So Turkey make lockdown about 20 days ago. You just think 20 days ago, everybody can go out, and then 20 days later, you cannot go out. So it's going so fast.
Okay.
I cannot catch it.
Okay, so it's all depends, yeah, Ms. Wang. It depends on the situation.
Exactly. So it depends on pandemic situation and how fast we can make vaccine. Now Turkey, about 16% people get the vaccine, and now this procedure set will be fastened. Hopefully 50% of us have the vaccine soon, before end of August, I hope, hopefully. Okay. Then everything can be easier.
Okay. Maybe Ms. Feng, I want to restate the question from Ms. Ihuan, the first question. Okay. I think the question is there any cultural course in Anadolu University in semester breaks, like a short program? Maybe like a cultural introducing Turkish culture. Maybe it was the question from Mr. Ihuan in the first place.
You mean the Turkey introduction video or a introduction?
Like a short program. Short program. Yeah.
Okay. I can send you. Actually, in my presentation, I give the video introduction, actually. So if you would like, I can send the presentation to the people who would like to know it. So about Anadolu short introduction and Turkey and Eskişehir city introduction, I have showed it, I gave it in my presentation. I can give this presentation to people who would like to have it.
Okay.
Or should I show here? Because it's quite long, about 15 minutes. I don't know whether everybody has such time.
Okay, maybe you can send it later to the committee and we can share it to Mr. Ihuan.
Yes, I think I sent already. I sent this presentation to Mr.
Wahyu.
Yeah. I sent this already. So maybe he can share this my presentation to the people who would like to know better.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Feng and Ihuan for the question. Maybe guys, if you have any more question, you can deliver it now. We have very limited time. Maybe this is the last question.
Okay.
Okay, any more question, guys?
If you don't, if you would like, I can just show Eskişehir here. Okay, this is a very simple one. Just for maybe people would like know now how Anadolu like.
Maybe Ms. Feng, you can just show it briefly because we only have 1 minute left, Ms. Feng.
Really?
Yes.
In this case, not briefly, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
I think for the last question, guys, if you have any more questions, so if not, I will deliver a question from the registration form. Maybe this is the last question. About the housing issue, Ms. Feng, do you have any recommendation or tips and tricks to choose right housing around the university, or is it any student dorm in the university?
Actually, I'm sorry. Okay. Now the listening. Okay, actually, for accommodation issue, I think we don't have, since we don't have dormitory for exchange student for short term. But anyway, our universities are helping them to find a good one and safety and near to university. So if somebody want to visit us next semester, we still have open the call. We still can accept you before 18th of June. So I will send you application form, housing application form. Accordingly, we can find some people, Turkish student who would like to host you as a co-rent or shared flat. So, or we can help you to find accommodation, apartment for boys or girls beside university. So this is no problem.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Feng,
Okay,
for the explanation. Maybe for this session, unfortunately, the time for the session has ended.
Thank you.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, and also thank you very much, Ms. Lily Feng, for the answer. Maybe
thank you so much.
Ms. Feng, do you have something to add for the closing statement? Maybe.
Sorry, statement.
Maybe from you, do you have anything to add or closing statement for you? Do you have a message to ITS students in this room?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for interest in Anadolu University. I'm happy to see you all here. I'm very sorry to meet you in pandemic situation, because most of the answers are really uncertainty. Anadolu University is taking good care of students, and our online education is quite good in university, in the world level, global level. So hopefully we will meet you here, or if you have any questions, you can just write me by email. So I'm keeping in touch. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Feng, for the explanation and your sharing with ITS students. The participants, this is all from me as the moderator, and thank you, Ms. Feng, once again. I'm apologizing for any mistake that I made during the session. If you want to ask furthermore, you can email Ms. Feng, right, and ask anything you would like to know more about Anadolu University. Okay, we hope that all of your curiosity has been answered. Thank you, and please return to the main room, and we will continue to the next agenda. Thank you. Everyone.
Okay, thank you so much. See you. Bye.
See you.
I don't want to taking your time, so you may free discussion in your breakout room. Okay, so my student volunteer will help me to open the breakout room, and when the notification will be pop up in your screen or in your Zoom, please kindly accept it, so you may enter directly to the each room. Yeah, so Denti, can you start? And then for the student who still didn't change the name, yeah, please kindly change your name. Please kindly change your name so we can enter directly. Yeah, and after you.
Good afternoon, Professor Hui Chen.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, we're going to wait for the other participants to join.
Okay.
Hi guys, good afternoon. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Kalasha Akila. You may call me Asha. I'm the volunteer of ITS Global Engagement, and I will be your moderator to guide this breakout room session. Before we continue, I would like to remind you all to turn on your camera if there is no technical issues, as it will be counted as your STEM for it point. I would like to say thank you to our speaker, Professor Ying Hui Chen, and Ms. Frizzy Liu for taking some time out of your busy schedule to join this event with us today. Hello, Professor Ying Hui Chen and Ms. Frizzy Liu, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm fine. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. In the previous session, we already got some new insights, such as the opportunities to join programs at Asia University, Taiwan, and other general information. And so for the next 20 minutes, you may ask more detailed questions related to either the university or the programs. So please do not hesitate to ask the questions by using the raise hand feature or send it through the chat box using the format that has been given by the committee earlier. Teman-teman juga bisa menyampaikan pertanyaan teman-teman dalam bahasa Indonesia.
刚才我做 presentation， 现在你要回答问题啊。
Okay, while we are waiting for the participants preparing their questions, I'm going to ask some questions that have been submitted by the participants on the registration form. Okay, there's a question. Is it hard to find halal food in Taiwan? In Taipei?
I think, as I said in my presentation, Taiwan remains very friendly to the Muslims. So we have all type of halal food restaurant. Just within our campus, we have halal food stand. Okay, so students they can take halal food even on campus. That should not be a problem.
Okay, that's great. There's a question in the chat box from Afifa. Is it required to be able to speak the native language to study there?
No. Actually, we offer English talk program. Of course, if your Mandarin, your Chinese is very good, you can choose to study in the Chinese talk program. So we have two types of program. For those who cannot speak Mandarin, they choose English talk program. But of course, we require for degree seeking student, the traditional TOEFL is 500. Okay, but if you can speak Mandarin, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. You can sit with our local student. Yes.
All right, thank you for the answer. So, if we can speak Mandarin, we can join the Mandarin classes. Do we need a certificate to join that class?
Yes, before you go to Taiwan, I think when you apply for visa, you have to choose whether you are taking Mandarin talk program or English talk. If you are choosing Mandarin talk program, they would test your Mandarin ability.
I see. All right, thank you for the answer. I'm curious about the housing issues. Do you have any recommendations or tips and tricks for using the right?
Yeah, usually for our international student, we guarantee housing on campus. We guarantee, okay, housing on campus. Of course, some international students choose to live off campus. So there are two types. They can live in apartment house off the campus, or they can stay in the school dormitory. Okay, for master PhD student, it's a room for 2 people. For undergraduate, it's a room for 4 people. And in the school dormitory, we also have the toilet, the washing machine, and the so-called recreation room for funny activities.
All right, thank you so much for the answer. That's really helpful. For participants, you may ask your questions by using raise hand feature or send it through the chat box. All right, maybe I'm going to ask from the question from the registration form. As an international student, will we get a language program?
I think so, yes. If you register in the English talk program, because for you to better get used to our society, our daily life, we offer, all types of Mandarin courses for international students, and we don't charge extra for this. It's a free program for you to learn Mandarin. I think the good thing for Indonesian students to come over to Taiwan, to Asian universities, aside from getting the degree, you will be exposed to the Mandarin speaking society. So you can pick up Mandarin Chinese very quickly. So far as I know, all the Indonesian students at Asia University, when they return back to Indonesia, they can also speak some Mandarin.
I heard that Mandarin is one of the hardest language to learn.
Yeah, one of the very major language today. Yes. You are also a student, or you are a coordinator?
I'm also a student.
You're also a student.
Yes, I'm currently.
Okay, which year? Which year?
Second year.
Second year,
Yeah.
Undergraduate.
Yep.
Oh, you speak very good English.
Thank you. I'm currently majoring in engineering physics, but I see that there in your campus there isn't my major in there. So
what's your major?
Engineering physics.
Engineering physics.
Yes.
We do have engineering, but we don't have engineering physics. But that's a tough discipline. You must be very smart.
Thank you. I'm curious, in Asia University, what is the main focus of research in your campus?
I think our main focus are two mainly. One is information and engineering. Okay. The other is medical and health. These are two main strength focus. Okay. So we do have computer science. We do have bioengineering. We do have web design. Okay. We do have artificial intelligence. We offer master and PhD degree for artificial intelligence. If you want to, you can come over to study artificial intelligence for your master.
It's really interesting. I'm kind of interested in artificial intelligence, actually.
Yes, yes. Do you still have other questions?
You've said in the presentation that about the pandemic situation in Taiwan, and you said that it's going to be open for degree students, but not for exchange student.
No, not for exchange student. Yes, because for exchange we don't charge.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know when for exchange students the border will be open for exchange students, like when we can study offline for the exchange program?
Usually for the exchange program, if there is no virus, it's in-person exchange. You can come over. Usually the application deadline is the end of May. Okay, the end of May. And now we are doing so-called virtual online exchange. So for online exchange, because you don't have to come over in person, you don't have to apply for visa. So I think the application deadline is more flexible. Actually, if you want to, you can join tomorrow. Okay, to apply for our online virtual exchange. You will be able to read the brochure, but this year we set the deadline until the end of June. Okay, so you can still apply for virtual exchange.
Okay, thank you so much for the information, Professor. Near the future, like at least September, we can do the offline exchange program.
I think, yeah, even the COVID-19 situation, I'm afraid that this September, the border will be only open to degree seeking student, not to exchange student. If the border opens, of course, we will announce the good news. Okay, and then exchange student can come over.
Thank you for the answer. That's really answered your questions.
I think, yeah, because Miss Freeze is with me, okay? So probably your student might want to know her in person because she's also in charge of this either summer exchange program. So I just shift, my computer to Freeze so she can continue the conversation. Will it be okay?
It's okay. It's
Yeah, okay, yeah. So Freeze, say hello to them.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Busy. How are you?
How? Okay, fine. I think Claire has a misunderstanding from Ding Chen because I'm the coordinator of the summer program and winter program, but for the semester exchange is another coordinator.
I see. Okay.
So if you have a semester exchange questions, I can for easy one I can answer, but for the difficult one I will write it down and send to my colleague to answer you. So have any summer program or winter programs question?
Do the participants have questions about the summer program or the winter program? TSU University. There's a question in the chat box from Laura. Is the summer and winter programs held by all departments?
In the last year, let's not. Just wait a second. In the last year, our winter program and summer program isn't held by all departments, but this summer, we hold from all colleagues. We have 6 colleagues, and they also to open 1 to 4 programs. So this summer program, we have 10 programs for international students. And let me show our PowerPoint here. Okay, so can you see the PowerPoint?
Not yet.
Not yet.
So let me see.
Click share screen. Yeah.
Okay, here.
Yes.
Okay, I think Ding Chen has already promoted to you this year's summer program, and for the program 1 and 2 is for the here is for the information and electric engineering, and 4 programs from 3 to 6. Here is for the College of Management, and for the 7 programs is for the social work, Department of Social Work, and the 8 program is for the our here the College of Creative Design, and the 9 program is is for the College of Nursing, and the 10th program is for the Chinese Mandarin. So, have any questions? Okay.
Okay. Okay, is there any question? Anyone? Is there any question? More about the program of Asia University? We are closing to the end of the the breakout session. Is there any question, everyone? Maybe Miss Fritzy, right? So maybe you may helping us if they join the virtual student action program. The question is about regarding the credit system that you're using. Like example in ITS, like 1 credit is equal with a 50 minutes, or like with some 15 minutes, or how about in Asia University about the credit system? Is there any using HTS or any regulation for the credit, like how many credits, 1 credit is how many hours or how many assignments, something like that, Miss Fritzy?
Okay, let me show our PowerPoint, and for here we have for all summer all programs in summer, we also take 54 hours for 3 credits. So if you join AI program, and you can get, if you finish the homework and the quiz, and you can take a transcript and certificate in 3 credits. And if you also join the web design, you also can take another 3 credits in web design. And here.
Okay. But how about virtual? The virtual action one, is this the same like 3 credit, which means that the student need to finish about 50 hours for the credit in Asia University?
Yes, 54 hours.
54 hours. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Fritzy. Okay, yeah, in only several minutes, maybe still have question from the students. Yeah. So again, please kindly note that if you would like to apply the virtual action program in Asia University, you need to apply to our office, or especially you need to apply to myself, and Mr. Wahyu. So you need to apply your application letter to ITS Global Engagement. And also there is some additional requirement that we will put in the website, so please kindly stay tuned at our website for the further instruction to join the virtual action program at Asia University. So last semester is we have 24 virtual exchange, and also this semester we have 6, and then we also have a lot of students join your winter and also summer online summer and online winter program. I think last winter we have 110 ITS student, and for this upcoming summer is about 70 or 80 students from ITS University to join the Asia University program. So as you can see that Asia University actually is popular in ITS. Especially later this recording will be watched by parents and our faculty staff. So I hope that the explanation by Professor Chen, also Ms. Ritzi, about Asia University can help you to prepare your children or your students, prepare the student of ITS to study abroad in 2022. Yeah, especially the upcoming one, the virtual action one. Okay, let me check. Is there any question? Last question, maybe? Yeah, before we go to the main room. Yeah, there's no question. Yeah, I think that's all. Asha, please, you may. Or maybe the Miss Fritzi, do you have any last remarks to the student?
I also want to share our new website.
Oh, okay, great.
Because I send the link and I share
okay.
Here?
Yes, I can see in the chat box.
Can you see a website? Okay. Here is our new website, and also I think it's a beautiful land old one, and we also have English. Let me take it.
English, yeah.
Okay, and here also have our, you can see the inbound, and if you want to join our degree program, you can click here. And exchange program, we also have two points. One is on campus and one is virtual. But now, because the policy, so we also just open the virtual exchange, and we will update the virtual exchange programs maybe this the end of this week.
Okay.
And the new fall semester 2021 will open it.
Yeah.
And the short-term programs, the summer program also will update in the cross information, maybe in the middle of the June.
Okay.
And here also have our new stuff in here, and everyone can see which duties include, and you can find the coordinator. So if students want to study the semester exchange in Taiwan, they can find the TIA.
Okay.
Yeah, and if students want to join for a summer program or winter program, find me, and can use the inbound summer winter programs email.
Okay.
All right.
So,
thank you, Ms. Ritzi. Yeah, but yeah, as I mentioned, Science Asia University is ITS partner. So actually, I asking the students to contact me first before they contact me. So I'm the one who will contact you if they have problem. So the student need contact myself first, yeah, because we put special requirement. So Miss Tia is the one who replaced Miss Catherine, right?
Yes.
Okay. I understand now. Okay, I think that's all. Asha, you may close for this session. We will go back to main room.
All right, thank you, Ms. Wahyu. Dear participants, that is all from me as the moderator. Thank you so much to Professor Yung Hui Chen and Ms. Rizzi Liu. Please return to the main session to continue to the next agenda. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, is everyone here? Wait, Miss Kima still, Miss Fritzi is still in the room. Let me check. Okay, everyone already here. Okay. Yeah, Ria, the MC, could you please proceed for the closing?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Rohil. So now we're back here, and now I want to greatly appreciate our representatives from each partner university today. You have shared a lot of opportunities which motivate us to do more and more for internationalization and achieve the global standards. Therefore, we have already prepared a special gift for our partners. Maybe from the committee can help me to share. Okay, I think we will wait for a moment. Okay. Okay, so this is a very special gift for our partners. First for Tomsk State University.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And next for Anadolu University. Asia University. We hope that this gift can express our gratitude towards you. Once again, thank you very much. So for our
provide a bachelor degree program in software engineering. Also, we have one program taught purely in English. So I also work with students who study in English language, and it's not so necessary for them to learn Russian, at least for their study. And I can say that even those who have learned very basics of Russian, they communicate well, and they have almost no problems in their daily life, yes, communicating around the city, around the campus. If you talk about our program, we also provide study of Russian language, the basics at the first year, and also students of all programs can participate in Russian speaking club, which Ms. Lydia already mentioned, and other initiatives in TSU, which helps international students to learn some basics of Russian that helps them in their daily life. That's all from my experience, and yes, probably Mr. Vega will continue our speech about this issue.
Yeah, sure. I completely agree with you guys, and also I wanna add more. So I think it's better for you to learn Russian since you're living in, if you are going to live in Russia, because I mean their English proficiency is not high, so you have to learn Russian. And also, I mean, if you don't speak Russian at all, I think you still can survive, so don't worry. That's it for me.
Thank you. May I continue? Agnia has mentioned Russian-speaking club. Thank you very much. I completely forgot to mention some other opportunities for international students to learn Russian, even though you are at an English taught program. Apart from speaking club, we have Russian courses for all levels of students, and they are free of charge. So all students are assessed at the beginning of their studies, and they join a particular course of Russian, which they have during 1 or 2 years. Do not confuse it with a preparatory course. It's just another program. These Russian courses, they are additional to your basic program. And also, we made special online courses, open online courses available for all the students, so you can take them anytime to start learning Russian or to improve your Russian if you already have studied it. That's it, probably.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Lydia, Ms. Agnia, and Mr. Vega for the answer. Now, let's move on to the questions. I see several questions in the chat box. So, the first question is from Irene. So, Irene want to ask to Mr. Vega specifically, if possible. I believe that once we come to Russia, I expect that we need to join the PPI. I believe PPI is Persatuan Pelajar Indonesia. If you don't mind, can you please explain how do we come in contact to the PPI there? Do we need to contact them first, or the university will get us in contact with them? Okay.
So actually, you don't need to join PPI. And about the contact, you can contact us on Instagram. And this year, I am the chairman, by the way. So if you have any question, just ask on Instagram, and we will answer.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Mr. Vega. I hope that Aryan that answered your question. And then let's move on to the next question here in the chat box. We have from Fauzan. So Fauzan asks, if in the future we get the scholarship on graduate degree, what are the responsibilities for us to do, like publications or projects that we need to do? Thank you. So Ms. Lydia, Ms. Agnia, or Mr. Vega, you may answer the question.
So if you get the scholarship on a graduate degree, like a bachelor's, master's, or PhD program, of course, you have the responsibility to finish that program with a diploma. Your main responsibility is to study and learn all the things which are provided by this program. At Tomsk State University, as in any Russian university, our academic year is divided into 2 semesters. And at the end of each semester, all our students have a session period within which they have to demonstrate their knowledge which they acquired during the semester. So they will have to sit their exams or their credit tests to get marks for those examinations and tests. So, as I mentioned, it happens twice during the academic year. If they successfully passed all those checkings, they can then become, then they follow the next academic year. They join, for example, the 2nd year of study, the 3rd, and then finally, when they have bachelor's degree, they have to write their graduating project or thesis to defend their degree. So apart from the final examinations, they also have to write this final work. And providing they have done everything, they will get their diploma. The same situation with the master program. They also will have exams during their studies and their final work before graduation, which they have to defend. Master studies, they take 2 years. And as for PhD, we have usually 3 years of studies. After these 3 years, students also needed to demonstrate that they acquired that program. As for PhD program, there are two options now. Students may just get their diploma of a researcher, and they do not need to provide their PhD work then, or then if they write their PhD work, they will acquire the degree. They will become PhD upon completion of their research work. So as I told, the main responsibility is to study well, to be responsible student, to finish all the semesters, to take all the necessary exams which are provided by the program, and it's just the usual recommendation. As for publications, they are needed if you are studying on a PhD program. So to finish a PhD, to take a degree in PhD, you need some particular amount of publications. It's a responsibility as well, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, you may continue, Ms. Lydia, if you have anything to add.
Probably if there are some other questions connected with this one, probably I misunderstood the question. So if you like, I can continue.
Yeah, please.
So the students, if my answer was not clear, and if you meant something different, please write in the chat or ask just here. I will try to explain.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Lydia. Okay, participants, if you have any questions related to the questions to this previous question, you can continue to ask in the chat box also. And then let's move on to the next questions here in the chat box. It is from Arofilda Putri. So she asked, how much does it cost to study in Russia, especially for Muslim students? It's easy to find halal restaurant, and usually for payment by card or by cash. Thank you so much. You may answer the question, Ms. Lydia, Miss Agnia, or Mr. Vega.
Agnia, can you tell about your program, the cost for your program?
Yes, thank you. If the first part of the question is particularly about the tuition fee per year, I can say that for our program now for international students, it's 275,000 rubles a year. I can put this information to the chat and also change it for dollars, so you can compare it with the cost of Indonesian education. If we talk about the second part of the question, it's more about daily life. Yes, like Muslim restaurants, the shops that provide Muslims products, Muslims goods. There are many restaurants, small restaurants and bigger restaurants that provide halal food for Muslim people. Some of them are situated near the university, and if you especially follow the halal diet, that includes some kind of special meat or some other products, you also can find them, by the way, not so far from the dormitory. Near at least one of the mosques, we have a halal shop with the whole amount of products provided, especially in a halal way. And let me check if I missed something. Yes, I think in all of those restaurants, cafes, and shops, you can pay both by cash and by card. What else? Yes, I hope I answered your question.
Let me add some information. Agnia, may I ask you to write the price in the chat in dollars? Probably it will be more clear because rubles, it's hard to imagine, to understand the amount. Yeah. If I may, I would like to share my screen to show the students where they can see the prices for the programs which we provide here at TSU. May I?
Yeah, you may, please.
Thank you. So as I already mentioned, we have a special website of International Division, and here you can find all necessary information. So you find for admission, and here all the programs are enumerated. Bachelor's programs, specialist programs, master programs. Let's look at bachelor's programs. Here you can choose what you need, Russian taught or English taught. Let's choose English taught. Here we have 3 choices for bachelor degree. One of them is software engineering, which Agnia has been talking about. Yeah. Besides, we have Tomsk International Science Program. It's a combination of different sciences, and linguistics for those who are interested in this aspect. Let's look at software engineering. Here you can see the general information on the program. The most important deadlines, some other terms, the amount of ECTS, the duration of the program. Here you will see the description of curriculum and its academic plan attached. You will learn about the faculty, about the admissions procedure, and costs and funding. They are also mentioned here. The same about linguistics and all other programs. If you are interested in master's program, you can also choose that variant. And again, we will find English taught, Russian taught. If we look at English taught master's programs, we see that the range is big here: arts and humanities, sciences, engineering, life sciences, social sciences, and natural sciences. So if you do not mind, I would like to send this link to the chat for the students to use it if they need it.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Lydia. And for something to add, how can we contact you if we want to ask questions? Because unfortunately that was the last questions, and I see there's one question left here.
One second. Here is my email. Here is our email address, and also we decided to make a kind of Google form. You can see the address here in the chat. So please, dear students, if you have any questions, you can write your questions in this form, and we will definitely answer you as soon as possible. Here I would also, if it is possible, one second. I would like to upload our information on our summer schools this year, which we have translated for your use in the Indonesian. Our students from Indonesia helped me in this. So please see it, it's in the chat as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Lydia. I see them all in the chat box.
And here is another link to our group in the social network in Facebook. You can find us all there, so you can start informal communication with us as well. It seems to me I saw some other question in the chat. We are not answering it yet.
Yeah, but it's unfortunately that the time for the session has ended. Okay, I'm sorry.
May I quickly say that it's also possible to defend your PhD thesis in English if you study at an English taught program.
Okay, I hope that the students note that statement. Okay, also thank you so much, Miss Lydia and Miss Agnia and Mr. Vega. Maybe you have some last statement, something you want to wrap up this session?
Vega or Agnia, would you like to say something?
Yes, terima kasih for everyone who joined us in our chat room today. It's especially nice to me. I'm especially glad to present our university, our program for students from Indonesia, from ITS University, because I had the pleasure to visit Indonesia and ITS in previous time. So I hope to see you at TSU someday. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Agnia. I only can join those nice words. It's always our pleasure to see students from Indonesia at Tomsk State University. I want to say that the students from Indonesia always demonstrate very good results in their studies. And we wish to see you all on campus, not only online, but on campus as well.
Okay, I'm sure that the students want to see you too in Russia. Okay, so dear participants, that is all from me as the moderator, and I thank you so much for your enthusiasm for all the questions, and also thank you so much for Miss Lydia, Miss Agnia, and Mr. Vega for being here, and it was a really fun session with all of you. Okay, now please return to the main room to continue to our next agenda.
Thank you for moderating this meeting.
Okay, thank you so much for being speaker here. Okay, let's move on to the main room. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Show your best smile. Okay, so we have 2 slides here, and I will count to 3 for each page. From the first page, 1, 2, 3. Okay, next for the last page, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that's it. Now we have finished all of our agenda today. I also want to thank all participants for your presence and enthusiasm. And also don't forget to fill out the feedback form so we can improve our future event. Maybe from the committee can share it in the chat box. And also we will greatly appreciate it if you give us honest feedback. And I would like to remind you again that filling the attendance form and feedback form are the requirements to get stamp for it. And each link will be closed 30 minutes after being shared. Finally, thank you very much for today. It was a very informative event that gave us insight and encouragement to all of us. And I hope to see all of you in our next event. We hope that after this, you will be much more motivated to participate in internationalization events. So I'm Ria, as your Master of Ceremony, representing all committees on duty today. I would like to apologize for any inconvenience that happened during the session. Once again, thank you very much for your participation and see you in other events.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Shesha, Spasifa. Yeah, bye-bye. Okay.